Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, once again, like it or not, showtime. Hi, guys. So I lied last time when I said I was going to be playing more Once Human. Tomorrow, Monster Train 2 launches. I'm playing Monster Train 1. If you ever played Slay the Spire, you'll recognize a lot of the mechanics. Delicious. Let's have a new run, shall we? Good evening to whomever has joined me. Let's see, so my primary, we have to choose a primary and allied clan. Let's see. The logbook. I think that shows me what levels everybody's at. Yeah, Hellhorned. I think the Hellhorned and the Stygian Guard. I'm gonna go. Why? I don't know. I've actually watched a good chunk of Amnesia: The Bunker. I watched someone playing it. I know how it ends. I know it takes all the, well, it doesn't take all the scary out, but it takes the cool, nifty surprise out. Yeah, Hellhorned and Stygian Guard, I think. Back to main menu. No. Okay, standard round. We'll start this again. Here we go. This time for sure. Hellhorned and the Stygian Guard. Covenant rank 1. Enemies are stronger. Covenant disabled. Forge the Covenant to increase the challenge and master the cards on master cards on victory. Well, I haven't played for a while, so we'll just use the basic version. We'll see if I can remember how to play at all. Boss battles, ring 3, Daedalus the Professor. Fell the Wings of Light. Really fun to play. The gameplay is good. The beast is never really scripted either. Yeah, I do remember that there was a lot of the sort of the dynamic gameplay as the player, I don't even remember who it was avoiding the badness. All right, upgrade my champion, gain an artifact. We'll upgrade my champion, clearly. All right, 10 armor, multi-strike 1, or slay. Triggers after killing a blow, armor 10. Triggers when damaged, extra damage for rage. Is that Chigwe? See what you've done to me, Kimmo? Halo, are you cooked? No. Game references 10 Shige. Game references are inescapable for someone who's played a bunch of games. Pardon me, I have to eat one snickerdoodle as a penalty for having to put up with Red Kimmo. You know, it's the texture more than anything. Damage dealt to armor before health. We'll go with the Hornbreaker Prince. And the artifact. Friendly units gain 5 health. And play a third spell of the turn. All cards gain +1 magic power for the rest of the battle. I think the health. Keep up, will you? That's just mean, Kimmo. Oh, it's certainly a goofy name for a cookie. the taste is good, but for me the texture is just out of this world, and I can't explain why. It's just in the last couple weeks, Kimmo has made two things. She made blueberry muffins, you know, the cakey ones. So I had to get those. And now she's making snickerdoodles, so I had to get snickerdoodles. It's like she's picking all the things I like that I have sworn off. Well, I told her that I was hoping she would start making things that I hate. Olives, bell peppers, mushrooms. Turns out she hates them too, so she's just going to keep making stuff I like. And then she sort of dangles them out in front of me, and I have to chase the delightful foods. Foot soldiers of the Disciples of Seraph, weak attackers hidden in the back line, take them down. Trial non-boss enemy units get 4 damage. Additional reward unit draft. No, I got to relearn how to play the game. All right. These are the number of spaces that I can have filled on a floor, and those 2 yellow dots at the top are the number of spaces that takes up. What was that? I would like to resist, but I am pathetically weak. Let's see. All right, well, if we put him up there, we drop that behind. I still have 2 points left. I'll deal 2 damage to the guy behind, as that'll kill him. And we'll deal 6 damage to the guy in front. And we'll end my turn. And he goes upstairs. He has 4 health left. Triggers on death. I'll gain 50 gold. Let's see. So, well, that'll kill the front unit. That'll kill... Oh, poor baby. That'll kill the second unit. That one's going to do a little bit of damage to us. Snickerdoodle sounds like an invention in a cartoon or something. I agree. I never ate them when I was a kid. I swear I never had snickerdoodles as a kid. It wasn't until years later when I was visiting my mom. And I'm not sure if she bought them or my brother bought them, but they had snickerdoodles. You know, I wanted a cookie, so I tried one, and I've been sold. All right, we want to kill this one again. And end our turn. All right, that one's at 5 life again. A brief respite. Well, we'll go ahead and finish them off. I have 5 life again. Yep. I don't believe the boss is here yet that I can even do anything with them. We'll drop this upstairs. I don't think there's a target for this, so I don't think I have any choice but to end my turn. That was not an ideal time to get those. But life is hard. The game is similar to a game called Slay the Spire, where there are monsters you have to defeat. There's an order in which the attacks occur. Monsters on your side and the enemy side can have special abilities. You have cards, and you can play a certain number of them. Let me move my extraordinarily, unusually handsome face. That up there should be fine. This is the amount of mana I have. This is the number of cards I have in my deck. This is the life that my Shard of the Pyre, basically my homestone, is. What other desserts do I like for your database? Bread pudding would probably be my favorite. A good bread pudding is just beyond words. So this guy's gonna have 50 health, and he's gonna hit for 4, which is not gonna be enough. Relentless. Oh, he's gonna keep fighting until he's defeated. Well, first thing we need to do is we need to kill the thing behind, so we'll kill the thing behind. He's going to kill that, but he won't kill my Heartbreaker Prince. So let's say I have 2 points left. I'm going to whack him once and twice. The sequel to this game's coming out tomorrow, which is why I'm playing it today. I won a battle, I get some XP, I get some spoils. I get to choose a card. X cards, they spend all of your remaining mana, or Ember, and deal X effects. Deal 5 damage twice. Ignores armor and shields because it has piercing. Apply Rage 5 to friendly units. Imp abilities only affect their current floor. That seems pretty good. And a card from the Allied pack. I have a major group of cards and a minor group of cards. Titan's Gratitude. Deal 25 damage to the front enemy unit. Discard a card at random. Deal 3 damage, apply 8 Frostbite. Takes 1 damage per stack at the end of the turn. Decreases every turn. Crypt Builder. That's expensive. Deal 60 damage to the front enemy and push it to the back. That's too expensive. So the key for using this, then, would be to use it tactically when you don't mind which card you discard, or if you don't have a card to discard. Either one of those. We're going to go with that one. Named your base in Subnautica. And what did you name it? Let's see. Merchant of Steel. Forge powers. Gain a Hellhorn unit. Forge spell to gain new powers. That's spells or units. Gain a Stygian unit. Why did I stop playing Subnautica? Something else got my attention. That tends to be the way I play games. I mean, I was playing Once Human for the last week or so. And I saw that tomorrow is Monster Train 2. Someone was playing Monster Train. I said I should play Monster Train to get ready for Monster Train 2. Something else gets my attention, and off I go. Let's forge one of my units. And one day I'll play Hogwarts Legacy. I've had it for at least 2 years now. Let's see. We've got 150 gold. Upgrade a unit with Endless. When this card dies or is eaten, return it to the top of the draw pile. Upgrade a unit with Incant. Triggers when you play a spell on the floor. Upgrade a unit with Rage 7. That's pretty expensive. But it is really good. We're going to grab that. Oh. Well, that's less interesting. The Imp? The Train Steward? Let's go with one of the stewards. And I'm going to remove a card from my deck. We don't need this many Frozen Lances. And gain a Hellhorned unit. My choice of a Demon Fiend. Expensive. Or the Alpha Fiend. Which I can afford. Ah. I named it. That's the name. Seems like a perfectly reasonable name to me. Stat changes persist for the duration of the battle. We're going to go with the cheaper one, the Alpha Fiend. And off we go to the Cliffs of Fallen Souls. right, we're going to get High Priest to the Light, Reconciler, and Forged Disciple. Two hearts. Well, guess what? First thing we're going to do. Drop them there. Kill that one. We got two left. We will drop the Alpha Fiend. The little X there means this thing's going to die. It'll do 2 damage. Then this one will do 10, and that one will do 15, and that will kill it because it has 25 health. End turn. It does 2. We kill it. Another critter has appeared. This is the Collector. Triggers on death, gain 50. Triggers after combat. Flees from battle if not rooted or dazed. Well, let's see. We'll kill that one. For 50 gold, we'll torch that one because it only has 2 health. And we're going to kill that anyway. We'll go ahead and drop Train Steward on the 2nd floor. And we don't have the mana to drop the Imp. Okay. Then, yeah. Again, this will take 2 damage, but between the 2 of them, they kill the bad guy. Not playable in the Pyre Chamber. Alright, we've got 1 in each of the next couple of chambers. One of them get upgraded. That one's endless, okay. Looks similar to Slay the Spire. Yeah, it's definitely inspired by Slay the Spire. Absolutely. A lot of the same mechanics. I assume this is going to be cheap tomorrow when the sequel comes out. Well, this is going to be relatively fast. We'll kill the one behind. We have 2 points left. We'll hit the one in front for a bunch of damage, and then a bunch more damage because it'll be a random discard, but we'll have no more mana, so that won't matter. He is now going to die. But he'll do 5 damage to my Alpha Fiend. Victory is mine again. It has a lot of similar mechanics for upgrading cards and the like. One of the unique things it has, instead of choosing your character class, you choose 2 factions. And there's 5 or 6 factions in the base game. You have a primary faction and a secondary faction. So the decks can play very, very differently. Ascend the unit. That moves the unit up a level on the train. Hornbreak. Deal 5 damage twice. Piercing. We'll go with that. And Mollusk Mage. This is the second faction. The weaker faction. Plus 10 magic power on this floor. Apply spell weakness. Takes that much damage again. Huh. Draw 1, discard 1. That's probably better. Basically, it's a free draw and discard. I like that. Alright, we go this way. We get to duplicate any card except the champion. And then we add a card. Over here, we gain an artifact. And restore Pyre health. We have not lost any Pyre health. So that is not particularly attractive. We're going to duplicate our Alpha Fiend, I think. We are going to duplicate our Alpha Fiend because he seems pretty strong. We gain a new unit. Steelworker. Or Branded Warrior. Apply Rage to friendly units. They're both require 2 space on a floor. Let's go with the Steelworker. And then we've got the Concealed Canyons, which is an event. Let's see. Ember deposits frozen in place. Collect around openings in the ground, a byproduct of the pyre, blah, 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 blah. Take the protrusion, get abandoned stave, gain 2 vengeful shards, plus 1 mana per turn for every 2 blight cards in your deck. And if it's in your hand at the end, you take 1. Okay, remove the rubble, gain calcified ember. Once played, it's removed from the deck for the rest of the run. Why would I want calcified ember? Cost 3, it purges. What is purge? I don't know what purge is. Once played, it's removed from your deck for the rest of the run, right? But that costs 3 mana to just get rid of it? I don't think why I would. Oh, get upgraded versions later. Oh. So there you're wagering that you're going to get better versions later. That will be cool. I'm going to take that, as that will give me an extra mana every turn, but I will have to cast or take damage when I get the other 2 cards that added to my deck. Alright, this is the first boss on the run. Creator of the device is used by the disciples. Enemy units deal 1 damage to the front unit on death. He does 8 damage and has 250 health when we get to him. Yep, enemy deals will deal 1 damage to the front unit on death. Alright, that is triggers at the start of this unit turn, despawn, and deal 10 damage to your front unit. Alright, he's my my hero, so to speak. Alright, Alpha Fiend. He can take 30. Drop him there. Alright. We have 2 points left. I think I'm willing to have my Pyre take 1 point of damage. Maybe not. Let's see. Piercing will kill 2 of these guys. Note to self. Tune steam pressure on wings. Triggers at the start of this unit's turn. Despawn and deal 10 damage to your front unit. Which front unit? I don't have a front unit on that layer, so I don't think it's going to take any damage, but I'm not sure. So we're going to do this here. This will kill 2 of them because it'll deal 5 and kill 1, then deal 5 again. And we will cast this so that we don't take a point of damage to our Pyre. Why did that not kill 2? I was expecting that to kill 2. Okay, that one did 10, but it did 10 to nothing. Okay, again. Well, what we're going to do here, we have 4. And so he's taken 13 points. So he's got 17 left. Put that up there. Now, kill. 2 points left. He's going to take 15 and 15. We got 2 points left. Oh, rats. I had it lined up wrong. All right. Now he's going to take some damage. We're going to fight him a little bit too. All right, we have no open spaces for an additional unit on this level. Draw and discard one. We'll probably want that in a second. Let's kill that thing first. No such word as Kama? Probably in some other language there is. Mind you, I don't know that. I'm going to draw and discard. The train steward is endless. Choose a card to discard. Well, 2 will be going up there, so I think we're going to discard the imp. We have 3 points left. We'll put steward there, the steel worker there, and we will deal 25 to the front dude. End turn. We did some damage to the boss. Alright, again, that should do nothing. Right? Right. So we just need to deal with all of these guys. And we can deal with 3 of them. Oh, that's right. I'm taking a point of damage because they all blow up when they die now. We have a point left, but I don't see any reason to put it up there. So we'll just end turn. All right. He's probably going to die unless we can kill both of these, which is not likely. Oh, we got 2 vengeful shards. That's unpleasant. Yeah, this is not a great setup right here. We can't get rid of that. We can get rid of that. We can get rid of the 2 vengeful shards. And lob a steward up there, and that's all we can do. Some more damage to the boss. My little friend croaks. Final wave. 3 points for the Alpha Fiend. He's coming back. You know him, you love him. Okay, maybe you don't love him. Or know him. Let's deal 2 there. Deal 5 twice there. We have no points left. No point in drawing and discarding one because I don't think we have any free cards other than this one. So we'll end the turn. Wow, he's going to kill both of my dupes? Oh, but he's going to be down to like 7 health. So even if my dudes are dying, they almost finished him off. Which means we should be able to finish him off on the next one. Well, this is going to be embarrassing for him. He has 7 life, and I'm just going to hit him 4 times. With torches. I mean, I could hit him with the frozen lance, but it's more embarrassing if I just hit him for 2 points 4 times. That's really got to be embarrassing. When he gets back to the office, they're really going to give him a hard time. I need to AFK a sec. My cup runneth under. And I am back. Alright, we beat the boss. Let's see. Deep Offering, that costs 2. Consume. Can only be played once per battle. Discard your hand and draw 5. I'd have 5 cards, but I'd have 2 mana. Alloy of the Ancients. Consume. Apply 25 armor. That's pretty good. Spike of the Hellhound. Consume. Apply 2x rage and 2x armor. Let's go with the Alloy of the Ancients, I think. New card. Branded Warrior. Rage 4. When he slays, applies Rage 3 to friendly units. Rail Beater. Armor 30. Apply melee weakness 1 to the attacked unit. Nameless Siren. Incant. Triggers when you play a spell on the floor. I think the Rail Beater. And we get to an enhancement. In this case, we want this one. It's going to enlarge the number of mobs we can have on a single floor to 3. Well, 3 2-cost ones. I think all of my stuff are 2 cost. Alright, now we have our choices for rewards. Let's see. Merchant of Steel. Don't need the Pyre Remains. A little extra gold never hurts. Upgrade my champion. Over here, select and remove 2 cards. Forge your spells to gain new powers. I gotta go with the units, I think. Speedstone. Upgrade a unit with Quick. They attack first. That does seem pretty good. 10 strength or 5 strength and 20. Ooh, how much do I have? I have 185. Purging a card, removing a card would cost 75. But I can spend 125 and do all of these. Alright, we're going to upgrade something with Quick. One of the Alpha Fiends, I think, should get Quick. How about this one gaining Quick? And because I like to double up on things like this, you can only have 2 enhancements on a single card. We're going to go ahead and increase its numbers and upgrade a unit with plus 10. I think the Rail Beater. And that'll do for now. Gain 75 gold. Do I get both of those? Yeah, that does nothing. I already have full health on my Pyre. Upgrade the champion. Alright. He starts in my hand every game. We can increase his numbers or add an additional 10 damage when he slays something. I think I'll go with the slightly less offensive. Although I have to say I'm pretty offensive. Clipped Tormentors. They might be low-level recruits, but they'll overload you with penance. Let's see. That's the boss, who has terrible fashion sense. I mean, look at that outfit. Casey and the Sunshine Band called. They want their outfits back. That's an old guy reference. Add a Weight of Contrition card to the top of your draw pile. Ooh, I hate when they add bad cards to the deck. All right, let's fight. Come on. Come on, guys, bring it. All right, he's got 5. And he has 50 armor to go through before you get to his health. All right, we're going to drop Train Steward in the front. Steelworker in the middle. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50, 51, 52, 53, 54, 55, 56, 57, 58, 59, 60, 61, 62, 63, 64, 65, 66, 67, 68, 69, 70, 71, 72, 73, 74, 75, 76, 77, 78, 79, 80, 81, 82, 83, 84, 85, 86, 87, 88, 89, 90, 91, 92, 93, 94, 95, 96, 97, 98, 99, 100, 101, 102, 103, 104, 105, 106, 107, 108, 109, 110, 111, 112, 113, 114, 115, 116, 117, 118, 119, 120 Not quite going to kill him, sadly. Draw one and discard one. Yeah, sure, we'll take a chance on that. We'll discard that one. And now we'll end turn. Much better. Maybe I can find something shiny. Always worth killing those if you can. Because they give you gold. We've got 4 points. He's quick, so he'll strike first, I think. So we're going to put him upstairs. And he should kill her. We've got 2 points left. We don't want to get stooped with the Vengeful Shard. Deal 25 to the front enemy. He's going to take 40. This will mean he'll leave at 10. I should be able to deal with next time. Yep. End of the turn. All right, what do we got here? Alpha Fiend. Put that there. We'll kill that thing. 1 point left. He is going to get out with 35 health. Well, if it's got to be, it's got to be. I don't want to lose a point to the pyre for an attack that wouldn't really have any actual effect. So. Did they add something to my deck? They did. Weight of Contrition. Purge. Played once, it's removed. Your pyre takes 3 damage if I don't get rid of that. Okay, so what's going to happen here? That thing is not going to die. He's not going to die. That's not going to die. No, we're going to die. That's disappointing. We can kill that one with a torch. Right, the melon. He's going to be at 20. Well, we can definitely get rid of this then. We drop this in front. We'll get him down low enough. Go ahead and drop that there. We'll go ahead and hit him. Call it. Another Weight of Contrition. So much. All right, he's going to die. He's not. Means he's going to get upstairs to do some damage. If I drop that in place, I think I can kill him and then he'll die. All right, we need 15. That'll do 5. I have 4. This should work. If my mathematics is all right, that means both of them are going to die. We can get rid of the Weight of Contrition. And we can hit him with 6. One of the nice things is they do show you, so you don't have to do all the math yourself. This guy's going to die, and this guy's going to die. Oh, that's right. That one has quickness, so he always strikes first. It's the boss! Alloy of the Ancients. Consume. Apply 25 armor. I think we should probably apply that. We're going to win anyway. Because the boss is going to die. We should be fine. Let's just go ahead and end it. They're not even through my armor yet. Losers. There we go. Another boss guy down. Rage Serum. Consume. Applies Rage 3. For a 0-cost card, that's not bad at all. March of Shields. Move a unit to the front and apply Armor 10. Inflame. Apply Rage 4 and Armor 5. Costs 2. I like a 0 casting cost. Can I say? I'm a sucker for the freebies. Crystalline Seeds. Consume. Applies Frostbite 6 to enemy units. Guardian Stone. Apply Armor 1 to friendly units. Unnamed Tome. Permafrost. Consume. Gain Frozen when drawn. A frozen card is not discarded at the end of turn. Apply Silence. Disables triggered abilities. You know, I'm not nuts about any of those. I'm going to actually spend the 10 gold, or gain the 10 gold and skip. Alright, over here we've got Unstable Vortex, removing up to a couple of cards. Forging your units, Pyre, I'd rather skip the Pyre. Upgrading a spell, getting more gold, and perhaps finding something in the Concealed Caverns. I'm going to go that way. Alright. Upgrade a spell to gain double stack. Cost +1. Status effects are doubled. Upgrade a magic spell with 10 power, and then reduce it. That seems quality to me. Reduces casting cost. Yeah, let's go with a torch. It now does 12. And it's a freebie. Which means I'm always going to be casting that. We're going to purge a card. We're going to remove one of our frozen lances. I can remove another one. No. Give me my money. Concealed Caverns, an event again. Stops near some familiar crystals. And get a major refraction, upgrade a unit. Okay, makes it much bigger, but also tougher. The small one. Make one unit, one cost. Ooh, so it fits. That's interesting. No, I think I want the major, and I'll put it on one of the stewards. Maybe the steward that always comes back? No, one of the other stewards, I think. There's a blinding flash and ear-splitting roar. Where your ally once was, now stands a behemoth. It's not nice to call somebody things like that. We're on to our next battle. The Sycophants of Seraph. Again, he's in purple like the last one, but I kind of dig his outfit. I mean, it's over the top. A lot. But at least it's kind of cool, whereas the last guy just looks like a disco failure. Ooh, he's got sweep and lifesteal. that's going to be a problem. Clipped Guardian and the Sycophant. Extinguish their units. They pump up the other units when they croak. All right, let's fight. Come on, bring it on, guys. All right, the Hornbreaker Prince. For Gurg. Hard to argue with that. And the Alpha Fiend. We killed one. We killed two, and we're going to take a point of damage to our pyre. Fear the Clipped. No? Yeah, I'm going to go with no. Well, he's going to lose 13. Only a couple of those are going to die. Well, this is free. We're going to go ahead and apply that to our bossy guy. Flees from battle if not rooted or dazed. Oh, this is deal 12 damage. This is the good one, the freebie. Well, we'll go ahead and use it on... $25 armor. I'm gonna go ahead and put it on that. And a train steward up there. And in the turn. He's not quite going to die. He's going to be at 1. See, the Alpha Fiend. He's going to hit first. He's too big. He's too beefy. He's too beefy a boy. All right, how about that goes there? We have 3 points left. We can kill that one. 2 points left. We'll get the Vengeful Shard. Right, that one's almost dead. Okay. Right, those two are going to survive right now. We need something up there to kill him. Or we can just, kill him. Sometimes you just got to kill a man, It's not pretty. But sometimes it just has to be done. Alright, he's going to lose 50 armor and be down to 8 health. We have 3 points. He can fit there. Probably be a good idea to have one up here to at least take care of any of the survivors. We'll have 2 of those. Let's go ahead and kill him. Alright, one of those guys will be going upstairs. All of those guys going upstairs. That's not optimal. I'm going to go out on a limb and say that's not optimal. He's got 8. And we can kill him. I'll leave that one almost dying and the other 2 still coming through. That's the big train steward. He's the monstrously big one. Let's put a dinky returnable one in front. And we summon this. 1 point left. We want 1 point left for the imp. We're going to drop the imp. There. Alright, final wave. He's gonna die. He has 15. So we can kill him with that, and that will kill both of those. But we've got things we need to worry about down here. Right now, the boss is not dying. He's taking a lot of hits, but he's not dying. We would like to kill this thing first. So that's 30 points. We can do 10, 16, 28, 30. And have a point left over. I think. Let me do that again. 10, 16, 18, 30. 30. Which means he's going to be dead, which means his attacks then are going to not have to... I'm dubious. We may have a problem here, but I'm going to try it. Oh, that killed him. Not sure why that killed him. Yeah, that does not appear to have done much in this case. And it will hit that guy. He's still living through that? That's just not acceptable to me, even remotely. We have 2 points left. He's dead. He's not dead. Why isn't he dead? My math is just sucking wind right now. $12. That's right, he's got the life steal. He's dead. Alright, that's going to do some damage to my Pyre Stone. He's going to die. That's all that matters. I want to get rid of the 2 Vengeful Shards. Kill his little friend. We'll throw this in his face out of spite. Another victory for me. Alright, Inferno deals 100 damage to friendly and enemy units. Tempting. Tiresome Client. Ascend a unit and apply Dazed 2. Battering Ram. Deal damage to the front enemy unit equal to 4 times the amount of armor on friendly units. No, those are all expensive cards. These are the same 3 that I refused last time. Let's see, Forgotten Boons. That's gold, magic, pyre. The 20 pyre wouldn't hurt. Remove 2 cards, gain an artifact, duplicate any card except your champion. Huh. I'm going to go with that, I think. The Frozen Lance, just not that good anymore. And I think the regular Torch is, to a slight degree, cluttering things up. Probably should have removed one of the standard train stewards. We will gain an artifact. Demon units get multi-strike 1. I think most of mine are demons. 50% chance to apply silence when an enemy enters your train. That disables the triggered abilities. I'm going to go with Gurg's thing. Gurg's Goad. And lastly, duplicate a card. I think the big honking Alpha Fiend is the way to go. The 3 large Alpha Fiend. Another one of those seems pretty spot on to me. Once again, sadly, my cup is empty. I'll be right back. And I'm back again. Hi. Fell, the Wings of Light. Clipped Absolver's Guard fell. Multi-strike 1, does 9 damage, has 700 health. Attacks an additional time each turn. Scouring Crest. Fell and her allies will add Scourge cards to your deck. Oh, I hate those. I hate those. Can't move between floors or change position. But they can eat up a whole bunch of hit points. Oh, good. Right off the bat, you start with a Purge. Well, that's the big Alpha Fiend. Now let's get that out. Freaking card added. I hate those. I hate them so much. Oh, this is going not so swimmingly for a start. They're all going to die, so that's a plus. God, would you stop? You guys are such jerks. This is not going optimally. I just need to put that out there. All right. He's got quick, so he's going to attack first. He's going to kill that. But I think we get all three if I drop 6 on the guy in front. So he's going to hit for 25, kill it. Hit for 25, kill that. And then this one will hit that, killing that. And that's going to do not a whole bunch. Which leaves us with 3 points over here, and they're both going to die. So we can get rid of those 2. Okay. We've got things under control. Sorta, ish. Right, that's the big train steward. Let's go ahead and drop him there. Fledgling imp. Where do we have room? Here? They're both dying. Let's drop the fledgling imp here. Add rage. Where would we like to add rage? I think we'll add rage to our dude quick. We have 2 points left. We'll drop a train steward there. We can do 25. Did that just go? Again with the penance. Such a jerk. All right, they're both dying. If they're both dying, we're going to get rid of that and that. Who do we want to apply 25 armor to? Alpha Fiend's a little low. He's got quick. Let's go ahead and we're going to give him a bunch of armor. All right. All right, the rail beater. No space for the rail beater. They're all going to die. Let's get rid of that. And we can kill him. Kill him. We have a point left. Take 2 of your 665 that are left. Yeah, I know. Freaking penance again. Alright, they're both going to die. We have no more space for dudes. Well, what we can do is we can get rid of this, make sure our pyre doesn't take any additional damage. This is going to deal 12 damage. They're both going to die. He's going to... Oh, he's quick, so he attacks twice. They're both going to die first, which means we can use the rest of our points to throw some direct damage in you-know-whose face. Doesn't matter which one we discard because we can't cast any of them anyway. We don't have the space. No space on the first floor, no space on the second floor, 1 space on the third. He takes up 2 spaces. Final wave. He's gonna die. And since he's gonna die, we want it to take a nice long time first. He didn't even kill any of my dudes on the first floor. Loser. Alright, Dark Deal. Deal 5 damage, apply rage 7. Is that... I assume deal 5 damage to like one of my critters and apply rage 7? Harness the Titan, apply 5 magic power to spells in hand. My spells aren't that good. Nope, gold me. Another space on each floor would definitely be nice. Alright, what do we got? Gold, artifacts, something interesting, gain an artifact. That would be buying artifacts, I think. Forge spells, restore the pyre. I think the pyre's at full health, isn't it? No, it's 5 under, but almost full health. I'm going to go this side, get that. Let's see. Totem Fragment. Apply spell weakness 2 to enemy units when they enter the floor below the pyre room. I can afford it. Friendly units enter with rage 3. Like that. Summon abilities trigger an additional time. I don't think I have any summons. But we will go with Scorching Restraints. I don't think the other two are worth it. Purging. Probably worth it to drop one of the non-cool train stewards. We have 2 train stewards that are just vanilla. Hello. Next up is the Concealed Caverns. Shards of the Pyre. Do I take a swig? Sip with caution. Gain a strength stone. Upgrade a unit with 10. Good. Gain a Bone Shine. X spends all of your remaining ember. Restore X Pyre health. Yeah, my Pyre's in great shape. Bone Rattler. Apply 5 to your Pyre. I think one of the quick multi-strike... Oh, I don't think I can give it to them, can I? I can. Oh, yes. Yes, that would be delicious. That's the Alpha-ist Fiend. The other one's just Alpha. This one's Alpha-er. And upgrade my champ again. Let's see. 40-45 or 44-30. When he slays, it gains extra killification. No, I think this one. We're on to the next. The Pyre Wing. Living Armor. Revenge. What is Revenge? Triggers when damaged. So that's like spikes. Thorns in other games. Oh, when he's damaged, he gains an additional one. He starts at 5. I see. Not overly afraid. Sweep, that hits all enemies on the floor. That's not great. You applies Ember Drain. At the start of your turn, you lose 1 for every stack of Ember Drain. That really sucks. Those guys have got to die fast. Damage is dealt to armor before health, right? 100 armor? The bleep? You can probably hear a screaming kid up. in the courtyard. I can. A pyre wing. Well, him first. This should kill him. It will. Rage does decrease every turn, and I won't expend it now since there's no need. That's the alpha. That is... Is that the alpha fiend? We'll move this guy up to the second floor. And we'll call it there. This thing's going to die. It's not going to do much damage. Oh my god, it did 2 Ember Drain. Holy bleep, that's just not fun or fair. He's going to die, he's not. That's the big train steward. We can drop him, and he will fit now. Which armor's he got? 30. We're going to drop him in front. And get rid of the Vengeful Shard. They're both going to die now. Bye! I didn't even see that that thing was up there. I don't think I would have done things any differently. Ember Drain. The starter turn for every stack of Ember Drain. Oh, and it's got sweep. It's got sweep. That's just not fair. All right, he's first. He's going to hit for like 94. He's got 100 armor. So if he hits for 94, we need to hit this guy for another 21. Can we hit him? We can hit him for more than that. Okay, so get rid of that. I'll drop the other Mega Fiend, Alpha Mega Fiend dude thing. He's pretty big. Up there. 1 point left. I think this means that we'll kill him on the initial quick strike. Yep, but I still ate 3 Ember Drain. Means I'm going to have 1 mana next turn. Yeah. Oh, they're both going to die, so I mean that's a plus. We'll put a train steward up on the 3rd floor. That's all we can do. Oh, the Ember Drain is the worst. It's terrible. I hate it so much. It's got 90 health. There's nothing I can do to keep it from draining 3 of my Ember again next turn. He's going to lose 2 health. There's not even a boss I can throw things at. In fury and anger. There's really no point in actually doing anything. I want to keep a space open so that we can cast the super big train steward, who's 4 spaces. So I don't want to use the endless one there. And these guys are going to die, and I can't kill any of them any faster with this, so I'm just going to end turn. Well, I mean, I can go ahead. Nuke that, because I can, out of spite. Screw you, dude. Uh-huh. Oh, a respite. We'll go ahead and lob that. Rage, huh? Well, let's go ahead and give that to him. Final wave. He's going to die. So again, out of sheer spite, we'll throw a bunch of crap at him, and he's still going to die. Again, victory is mine. Have you ever played Darkest Dungeon 1 or 2? I didn't see your comment. Okay, he did show up in chat, in the full chat. Sorry, my bad, Snoopy. I have played Darkest Dungeon 1. I love the design of it. It's a little bit too punitive for me. I'm not good enough. It's one of those games where I feel it's too difficult at the start. It needs more of a ramp, whereas Darkest Dungeon tends to be one that grabs you by the collar and just slaps you in the face. I love the design on it, though. I also am very fond of the visual design. Impish Scholar, return a random consumed spell to your hand on summon. Impressive. Sacrifice an imp. I think I have that many imps. Deal 50 damage to the front enemy unit. Tiresome climb. I'm just going to take the gold. And from the other faction, Drain, apply Sap 3. Reduces their attack. Apply Dazed 1 to enemy units. Discard your hand. Obviously, that's the last thing you cast in a turn. Apply Frostbite to 6 enemy units. Yeah, I'm not moved by any of those. All right, what do we got? Gold. Increase the powers on my things. Duplicate any card except my champion. Over here we've got Unstable Vortex. Improve the spells. Empire. Not sure what I'd duplicate. Oh, I have an idea what I'd duplicate, actually. All right, we'll take 75 gold. Duplicate any card except your champion. I think the free torch is worth duplicating. All right, let's forge. Let's see. Upgrade another unit with Endless. Rage 7. I like Battlestone. Those ones are slots full. He is the big fat train steward. We're going to go ahead and give him some rage. Let's just make him angry. Let's purge a card. Since we duplicated the free 12 damage one, we'll remove a 2 damage. So they're not completely cluttering up the deck. Trinkets, a couple I can afford, one I cannot. Magic power, increase the amount of damage dealt. And health restored by spells. X cost cards get +3. Now, if I had any X cost cards, that would be a big addition. When a card is discarded before the end of your turn, you gain a fire. An ember, I guess is what they are. Yeah, I'm good with that. Let's go. Seraph the Patient. The end is near. The traitor has grown impatient. Joining the fight immediately and gaining strength with every move you make. He attacks every turn, applies melee weakness to your front unit, and gains attack on rally and incant. Triggers when you play a non-morsel unit on this floor. Triggers when you play a spell on this floor. So I have to be careful with summons and spells on the floor that he's on. So he's on the top floor. So he's gaining a little power, but I'm going to kill that thing for free. Because otherwise it goes upstairs and it whacks my rock. We don't want it whacking my rock. Know what I mean? Alright, champion. This is a good Alpha Fiend, but not the bestest, I don't think. Still fine for that purpose. That has quick. It does have quick. Let's go ahead and drop this there too. Leave with a point. Alright, melee weakness on him. They're both going to die and he's going to lose 44. He's going to die. How do I feel about that? So he's going to whack twice, and he's going to whack. Do I have enough to kill anything is the question. And what? 3... We have 7? Yeah, 7 on each floor. Alright, he's got 24 twice. It's going to kill... Should kill both of them before they get anything. He hits for 15. He's got 5. He's got 5. He's got quick. He should kill both of them before they get any damage off. Unless they have quick. They don't. So I don't understand why he's dying. Because he's only doing 15. He's got quick, which should kill both of those. I'm confused. This is a spell that's going to give him an additional +1. But maybe whatever I'm missing triggers when attacking. 24 by 2. Neither of those have armor. I don't understand why this guy's dying. Is it worth it to apply? Yeah, I'm gonna give him a +1. Maybe save him. Evidently that won't save him. I don't know why. Gotta take care of that. That's the better Alpha Fiend. We'll drop him there with a regular train steward. Oh, he had melee weakness. That was it. It was the melee weakness. Takes double the damage, so his damage was sufficient. There was no saving him. He was doomed. All right, he's going to die. He's going to take 34. He's going to almost die. We would like him to not almost die, but actually freaking die. And that should be sufficient to actually make sure he dies. He's going to die. We're fine with that. He's one of the train stewards. Their existence is defined by them dying. What if we drop that in there? He's going to take a bunch of damage. We've got 3 points left. He's dying. He's not. He's dying. He's dying. Oh, we can... He's going to gain 1 damage for each point. I don't think it's worth it. 2 points of damage is not worth increasing his number from 19 to 20. To 21 for 4 damage. Alright, he's still got melee weakness, which means he's going to take double damage, which means he's going to take 10. Except this guy has got quick, so that's going to die first. This is going to die. It's going to do a little bit of damage. Or so you might think. I'm going to consume this and give him more armor. I'm going to get rid of that, of course. He's going to die fast. He's going to do 8 damage. Sadly, I don't think there's anything I can do about that. I can drop that. But that thing would then go to 22, and all it would do would be die. So there's no point in that. Yeah, I think that's it. There's no point in casting any of the other stuff. It provides no actual useful function. Melee weakness again. He's not going to die, but he's going to feel it. They're both going to die. He's going to take 8. Right, that's the big train steward. He can go upstairs. Get rid of that. Him taking 25 is probably worth 1 point. Yeah, he's going to take 38 because he's going to hit twice. These guys are both going to die first. So I don't want to... Is it worth... I think it might be worth hitting him for 25 to give him 1 additional point. So I'm going to do that. Oh, was it front mob? Oh, okay, that was not worth it then. That was not worth it. My bad. Alright, he's got melee weakness. He's not quite gonna die. He is. Alright, 2 points available. 2 points available. Oh! I only have the 3-point alpha fiend. Well, I mean, I can drop that up there. He's going to gain in 3 strength. Which will mean that he will die. Worth it, I think. He's going to die. He's not. Yes, he is. Because I'm going to hit him with this. I'm going to draw and discard one. Let's discard that. I have space anywhere. I don't think so. Yeah, I do have space, and I can cast it with no negative effects, so we'll go like that. Alright, he's going to die. He's going to die. He's going to eat 120. I'm fine with that. He's going to die. He's going to have 70 left. Let's see. That's going to hit for 12. We can remove the Shade Wing, which we will do. Fledgling Imp apply Rage 5 to friendly units. Congratulations. You just made your friends very angry, and then you're going to die. Go. He's going to die regardless because he's going to hit twice for 23. I guess that doesn't go through. He only hits right. He does double damage. He doesn't hit twice. So that will kill him, sadly. I'll cry about it. Seriously, it'll be sad. All right, he's dying anyway. To him, right off the freaking bat. He's losing 50. Well, we can go ahead and bonk him anyway. All right, he goes upstairs. Final wave. All right. He's losing 428, which means he's almost dead already. Means he's going to go up to the next floor, and he's dead meat. Yep, he's dead meat, as I said. He's not even going to kill anybody. He's going to die. Both of them have quick? No, he has quick. He's going to hit him for 120, and he's dead. 2 whacks, and he's dead. I don't remember this. Is that the victory? Yeah, okay. That is a successful run of Monster Train. I need to AFK and reward myself by refilling my cup again. Every half an hour on the half. That's a victorious run. But those are the decks I'm most familiar with. I'm going to choose for the next run to do something a little weirder. All right, we unlocked a 2-cost Transcend Imp. When played, repeat all summon effects triggered so far this battle. This battle? That seems impressive. Not just this turn, but the battle. I got the Stygian Guard level up to level 7. Those were all the spells I was casting. The mobs, the creatures, were all from the Hellhorn. Permafrost. Deal 20 damage to a random enemy unit 3 times. Yeah, it's on 1 floor. And Titan Sentry. 1 cost. 035. Revenge. Apply Frostbite 3. I beat my friend. friend was. Oh, so my Hellhorn are close to finishing off the advancement and the card collection. So that was Hellhound and Stygian Guard. How about we try Awoken and Umbra next? New run. Now we're going to go with the Awoken of the Wildwood Forest and the Umbra. Ally with the Umbra and an Entumbra Shroud. Let's depart. You can also add Covenant to make things more difficult for more rewards. You can add Mutators, which add another layer of difficulty with additional rewards and so on. But I haven't played for a long time, so despite my victory that last time, I was playing with cards I was pretty familiar with. Straightforward, big monsters, and a little bit of direct damage. Upgrade my champion. So here's my champion. Explosive or bristling. Spikes is every time they get hit, they would do 10 damage. This is Rejuvenate. Deal 20 damage to the front enemy unit. And that triggers when healed, even at full health. So when it's healed, it does damage. Let's go with Spikes. Hit me hard. I love it when you hit me hard. Not really. And an artifact, let's see. When you play a spell, spells in hand that cost less are reduced to 0 for the tournament. Okay. Sting spells get 20 magic power. We'll go with that. Heaven's Priests. Let's go. All right, let's see what they got. Forged Disciple. They do 2 damage and have 25 health. They restore 5 health to friendly units after combat, so we want to kill them to keep him from healing. Sentient. Shade Splitter. Add a common or uncommon morsel. Morsels are fed to critters to provide buffs and stuff. Why do I have the Train Steward? Is that with everybody? We have 3 points left. Let's get a morsel. Eaten. After the next round of combat, this unit will be eaten by the front unit without an eaten ability. All right. And he doesn't have an attack, so he heals that guy. He took 10 damage from attacking me and then healed for 5. That kind of sucked. Add a commoner. Lots of morsel action going on. This is not going well so far. I have not chosen a very synergetic group, shall we say. Give me a morsel. And a morsel. And a morsel. I don't think that works because I think they have to. I don't think you can eat multiples. Yeah, they can. Oh, evidently they can. This is going terribly right now. Just want to be clear about that. Everybody's going to get to say hello to my Shire. Oh, wow. This is just awful. Do I have nothing? Why is he only losing one? Oh, because the heal afterwards, right. I have no direct damage. I can't kill the assholes behind them. This is awful. Oh my God, this is the worst thing ever. I have chosen extraordinarily poorly. I have no idea. I mean, I won, but it was pathetic. Making of a morsel. I mean, I remember the morsel mechanic is kind of nifty and cool and interesting, but I don't have any other creatures, it seems like. I've got to see if I've got any actual creatures. 100 points. Those are my only units? That is a complete non-starter. That's like choosing two supports. I would like a new run, please. That is not worth playing, to my mind. How about I start with the Stygian Guard as the primaries, and we'll go with the Melting Remnant. Because that was just not going to... That was going to be no fun. Just absolutely no fun at all. Upgrade the champion. All right, let's see. Tethys Titan's Bane, either Chill Wind or Handheld Totem. Let's see. Apply Frostbite 10 to the attacked unit. Sweep. Strike. How about that? 50% chance to silence. Merchant costs are reduced. Let's try to silence people when they enter our train. Those are the melted dudes. He's going to apply spell weakness, but they don't have it yet. Burnout. Counts down every turn. When the burnout runs out, it dies. Well, it's going to die anyway. He's not going to die. I have managed to once again pick what seems like a really terrible combo. Oh my God. I don't remember basically, Lens, what's going on. Hey, Falson, how you doing? I'm playing a game. I know that sounds shocking and surprising, but here we are. What do we got? Well, we've thrown everything we've got at him. Also, your caps lock seems to be stuck. I have a brief respite. Well, let's just kill him. There's nothing else to do, so, I mean, we can put a... Sure, we'll put another train steward up there if we can. Final wave. Well, gosh, I wonder what I'm going to do. Actually, I don't wonder at all. I'm going to do the only thing I can do. Throw a bunch of spells at him. And then throw a bunch of more spells at him. This is the dumbest build I've ever seen. It seems like only the horned guys have got actual creatures to fight with. The offering token is pretty good. I don't remember having this much problem in the past. Extinguish triggers on death. Apply stealth 2 to friendly units. Yes. Clearly, I do have the Riz. Burnout. Counts every turn. When the burnout runs out, unit dies. Draft. I'll take Draft. He at least can hit things. Merchant of Magic. Merchant of Steel. You gotta have. Wow, I guess I just throw a whole bunch of these guys at people and hope that they, the people die. We have enough to give him quick as well, so we will. And we have enough, we'll give one of the dregs an upgrade as well. So I guess these guys just start really weak. Harvest. Triggers when a unit on this floor dies. Well, that would work well with the dregs, who die a lot. Lady of the Reformed, burnout 3. Revenge, triggers when damaged. Burnout 1 to friendly burnout units. Let's go with the Reckless Baron. And move on. Reconcilers have arrived in great force. Yeah. He's got a 40k vibe going on there. Spell weakness to the attacked unit. Which means they'll have spell weakness until next turn? No, until the next time they're hit with a spell. Put Draft up here. And they both have spell weakness. I'm gonna get some spells now. No, I can't. Oh, I got one. So it'll do double damage. Well, we'll finish him off now. We'll put a drag up here. he's going to die. But not fast enough. Not there. Don't have the room. Do I want to use drag? Sure, let's use drag. I'll go ahead and kill that thing. Pardon me? Alright, he's got Spill Weakness again. We'll just go ahead and nuke him. From space. Throw another drag. And a drag. Okay, so we've got dregs to burn, if you'll pardon the phrase, final wave. One more drag will wait for them up there. They're both going to die at the lower level. Cool. Well, let's add insult to injury and we'll hit him with some stuff. The Baron took care of him. Ice Tornado, too costly. Crypt Builder, too costly. I do like the Titan's Gravity. We'll keep that. Memories of the Melted. Gain 1 energy thing for each friendly unit death of this battle. That's a lot. Wow, I have no X spells to power with that, though. Restore 15 health and apply Burnout 3 to a friendly unit. Whiplash. I don't have any X spells, or I would go with that. Well, we'll go with it anyway. What the hell? Maybe we can get an X spell. Let's see. Gain an artifact, a remnant unit, duplicate any card except the champion, gain a Stygian unit. Let's go over here with the artifact. When a card is with consumers played, restore 5 pyre health. Incant abilities trigger an additional time. I don't think I have any incants. We'll go with that. At least not yet. Bounty Stalker, Stealth 1, Extinguish. Not a target in combat, decreases every turn. So for the first turn he's in play, he's basically invisible. When he kills anything, he gains 8. Lady of the Reformed. Well, let's go with Bounty Stalker. Concealed Caverns. Let's see if we get a goodie. Stereo's figure races towards the train with a wing not far behind. Get 3 Dante's Candles. Unpurgeable. Reserve for Pyre takes 3 damage. You'll be compensated generously later on. Sure. Why not? I like being compensated later on. Constructed explosives enter with a damage shield. Alright, that. It nullifies the next single source of damage. Triggers at the start of the unit's turn. It'll deal 10 damage to your front unit. Well, not if my front unit's not there. Oh, wait. Yep, that should work. We'll drop him up there. And with no other target for it, hit him. Alright, well, we can go ahead and murder him. drop the Wickless Baron up there. That thing's still going to go off. If we had two things we could hit it with, that would be different. That's a consume. That'd give us one more. Allow us to hit him for 6, and then he'll die during combat. I'm going to assume that's probably going to be worth it. Why didn't that? Alright, he's got 4 left. He has spill weakness, so this is going to do 12 to him. He's going to die, unless, obviously, we do something. Oh, one of the Dante's candles. Yay! You can draw one and discard that. We have 2 spaces available. Well, we can drop a drag in front and then draft. He's going to eat 10 damage. Well deserved, I might add. What's going to happen here? He's going to die. He's not going to die. Although he is going to lose 1 burnout. So maybe he dies at the end from burnout. I'm not sure. Okay, let us see what we've got going on. We drop. He's got 2 spaces. We're going to drop a drag and a drag. I think that should kill him. Or maybe he'll die anyway. Why doesn't that work? What's his incant? Oh, he gains 1. That's going to die. He's not going to die. That's going to do 10. It's going to kill him. We have 2 points left. That there. All right. Up he goes. Drag. I'll hit him with frozen lamps. We'll hit him. No, he's going to die anyway. We'll hit him. And then we'll cast that for no effect, so at least it doesn't harm us. Final wave. Take 6. And 6 more. And 6 more. We'll draw 1. Oh, and guess what? We'll discard that one. We have none left, but that's fine. Okay, he's got spell weakness, which means he's going to take double damage from the next spell. The next spell. Oh, that's perfect. 3 of the candles. That's awesome. I'm in trouble. He's going to do 8. When he gets up there, 20. This is not good. none left. Did I miscount that? I obviously miscounted it. Alright, he's gonna die very quickly. And I think I lose. No, I don't lose. But, yeah, I do lose. Oh, my pyre just takes an enormous amount of damage. That was terrible. This deck is terrible. Again, I appear to have chosen a sort of a support deck as my primary, and then a critter deck as my secondary, which is not strong. A revenge. Can't. Gain 20 gold. Alright. Remove 2 cards. My deck is bad. It's so bad. It's terrible. Oh my god, this deck is awful. We'll remove, and we'll remove one of the regular dregs. Give me a 20 to the pyre health. Upgrade a unit. I need my dregs to suck less. Which card? All right, Giraffe is already stuffed with goodies. Him. Purge a card. Crappity Train Steward. I expect I'm going to lose this round. My champion's not very good. This deck combo is just not very good. Oh, I forgot to remove my AFK. My apologies. He's got a lot of armor. And he's going to add cards to my deck. I don't need more crap cards in my deck. My deck is crap enough as it is. All right, he's going to die, at least. We've got 3 points left. We need to try and kill him anyway. We'll drop a drag up there. Alright, that one's gonna die. Get that out of the hand. But that's not gonna die. We could use the 75 gold. That's gonna die. We would like that to die. He's quick and hits. Yeah, that'll clear off all of the bad things there. The Baron. rid of that. That's going to die. That one's going to die. This one. That's the drag. The Wickless Baron. You have 2 points. And apply Endless to a unit. Drag, drag, drag. Paraffin Thug. Yeah. Let's make him endless. Right, he's gonna die. He's not. He's gonna die. He's also gonna die. We'll drop. Are they both the same? They are. We'll drop Steward up there. Got 1 point left. We'll go ahead and whack him for 25. Drop a Steward there. That'll do it. Final wave. Boss time. Well, that's not ideal. They're both going to die. He's going to lose 120. Oh, we can hit him for 6 more. You can hit him for 25 more. And we can cast that. My dudes are going to die. He's going to be really hurt. Plus he's got spell weakness for the next shitload of spells that he eats. They're all going to do double damage. I, of course, don't actually get any spells. I win. Nope, not quite, but I win up there. As he has 4 health left, he's going to take double damage from the spell. Let's just absolutely kapow him. These are definitely not as close as, or as, are more close, far more close than the previous ones. I think I'm going to call it here, though. Just a note that tomorrow, the sequel to this game, Monster Train 2, comes out. I probably won't be streaming tomorrow because I'm enjoying adult leisure beverages tonight, but I probably will be back the day after tomorrow, which is technically known as Thursday, and I'll probably be playing Monster Train 2 on Thursday. I want to thank you guys, as always, for hanging out. I am very appreciative. So, probably not back tomorrow. Probably back on Thursday with Monster Train 2. Hopefully, you will see me soon. Have a great rest of your day. Take care. Ciao for now. Bye, guys.